Shalom, all praises unto Yahweh, Bahasham Yahawashi, Bahasham Ruach Kwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the hopeful elect Akim that are teaching this word. Shalom Yahweh, Bahasham Yahawashi, Bahasham Ruach Kwadash. This is Ecclesiastes 1:1-9. It says, one generation passeth away, and another generation... Oh, Salakia. That's 4. Salaki, I meant to read 1 and 9. Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. It says, the thing that have been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. So the thing that have been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. All right, I'll read this because basically there's nothing new under the sun. I've got an article that I'm going to read from, which basically compares. It says it's not a long article, but it compares some similarities between America, which we know as Mystery Babylon, which the brothers in the truth know America's Babylon. All right, the Great Millstone brothers, man. And you got some truthers out there that know America's Babylon, but America is Babylon the Great. But why I read this is because there's something called reincarnation, all right? Meaning to reincarnate means to be back in the flesh, all right? Like you were here in past lives, and you're back again. You come back basically. When you pass in this flesh, you'll be back in another life. That's how it works, reincarnation. But also kingdoms are reincarnated, all right? So we know that America, which is Babylon the Great, is nothing but the pagan Roman Empire back again. All right, it's the pagan Roman Empire back again, and who's the rulers of it? The so-called white people, the Edomites. Just like during the first leg of the Roman Empire, who was the rulers of it? The Edomites. So this is Ecclesiastes 1 and 9 again. The thing that have been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. So nothing's new under the sun. So we know America, the UK, and primarily America, but also everywhere that the so-called white man rules is under the spirit of the Roman Empire. The UK, Germany, it's all under the spirit of the pagan Roman Empire, which is back again. Okay, so let me read some of this here. It says, similarities between the current American society and ancient Rome. And you can straight away, the first thing you see is this picture, which is what? Which I believe that's like Washington, D.C. And on the right of the screen and on the left of the screen is a monument from Rome, from Italy, which was the head of the empire then. All right. Which now the head of the Roman empires, the head of this modern Roman Empire 2.0 is America. All right. So let me read this here. The Roman Republic may have fallen, but her influence lives on through the heartbeat of the United States of America. These words were inspired by the visible reflection of ancient Rome on the present American society, even though several similarities exist between the two nations. This article discusses similarities in government, culture, and infrastructure between the two societies, because it's the same kingdom back again. The first pictures just prove that to you. In fact, if I go here, I've got some images here of football stadiums in Europe. If you look here, what is it built like? A Colosseum, the Colosseums of Rome. Look at that. That's Barcelona's football stadium. This is Wembley Arena. These are built like what? These are revived Colosseums for entertainment, bread and circuses. That's an NFL stadium. It's nothing but a Colosseum back again. Why would they? This is in Germany. Bayern Munich Stadium. Why would they, which is a Colosseum? And if you go here, which I got here, these are the ancient Colosseums. It's the same thing. They're back again today. You see, except they do the fighting in there. In the ancient Colosseums, what did they do? They did the bread and circuses. They did the gladiatorial games. And they did many games. They did Olympic style games, in these, the ancient Colosseums. So these are huge similarities. This is a sign that it's the same kingdom back again. All right. Rome, Slovakia, America is Rome back again. All right. and the same people ruling it. But let me read some more of this here. The Edomites ruling it, shall I say, Salakia, which is the so-called white people. So it says the Roman Republic may have fallen, but her influence lives on through the heartbeat of the United States of America. These words were inspired by the visible reflection of ancient Rome on the present American society. Even though several similarities exist between the two nations, this article discusses similarities in government, culture, and infrastructure, and between the two, it says, between the two societies. Ancient Rome and present-day America share similar systems of government. Exactly. The Senate houses. What does it say? It mentions the Senates in the scriptures. You know, it mentions the Senate houses in the scriptures. You know what? In fact, let me see if I can find it. I believe it's in the book of Maccabees. The Senate houses. Let me see if I can find it. It's in the book of Maccabees. Let me type it in. Okay. Salakia. So it says. Salakia. Bear with me a second. Okay, bear with me a second. I think I spelled it right. So, yes, that's right. So First Maccabees 8 and 15. Let me read that quickly. I mean, it wasn't one of the scriptures that I had written down, but it does match it. First Maccabees 1 and, what did it say? First Maccabees 8 and 15. All right, so this is First Maccabees 8 and 15. So this is it shows you this in the Bible, all right? It says First Maccabees 8 and 15. Moreover, how they had made for themselves a Senate house, wherein 320 men sat in council daily. What do they do in America? They sit in the Senates. What do they do in Great Britain? They sit in the Houses of Parliament, which Parliament was built by Israel, Jakes anyway. See, these devils in Great Britain, they're just sitting on thrones that Israel, so-called Negroes, were ruling, man. Okay? You see? You know, that's why even in Parliament, I can't remember the king's name. I can't remember the ruler's name, but there's an image in Parliament of a Negro ruler still in there. You know, because there's a I can't remember, I think is it Richard II? There's actually an icon in Parliament. There's many of them in there, but there's one in particular that's in there, still there, and it's an icon of a Negro in rulership, man, in Parliament today. But anyway, let me read this. First Maccabees 8 and 15. Moreover, how they had made for themselves a Senate house, wherein 320 men sat in council daily, consulting always for the people, to the end that they might be well ordered. What do they do in America? All right, they sit in them Senate houses. I forgot the two parties' names, Democrats and Republicans. They sit in the Senate houses, built just like Rome, and they discuss what they're going to do for the people. This is what it's telling you here. Always for the people, to the end they might be well ordered. And that they commit their government to one man every year. What do they do in America? They elect a president every year. What do they do in the UK? They elect a they do it every 4 years, I believe. And the same thing they do in Great Britain. Same thing they do in Germany. Same thing that they do in Ukraine. The same thing that they do in Poland. The same thing that they do in France. It's the same system. You look at all these other European countries. What do they have? Parliaments. They have Senate houses. Salakia, Senate houses. All right, but this is we're primarily talking about America, but we know the system is built from the spirit of Rome, because America and all this the Edomite nations that have their rulership, they are nothing but the Romans coming back into power. So it says, and that they commit their government to one man every year, who ruled over all their country, and that all were obedient to that one, and that there was neither envy nor emulation amongst them, which we know that's all BS, because Salaki, it says that there was neither Salaki, let me read that again, and that all were obedient to that one, and that there was neither envy nor emulation amongst them. Now the scriptures tell us that, but we know when I say that the BS part, what I meant by that is basically in Rome, we know what they were doing with each other. In the Senate, they were backstabbing and killing each other. All right, that's why I meant that basically. All right, this is what they were doing. I think Julius Caesar. What happened with Julius Caesar? The members of his own Senate house. What did they do? I think they ended up killing him. You know, and that's the same thing that they do in today's Senate, man. Once there's a president elect in power, the rest of the Senate committee members parlay and they come together to tear him down. You know, to bring lies against them, and all these scandals. They do all of that behind the scene. They did the same thing in the ancient Roman Empire, man. All right, that's what I meant with that BS part. But the scriptures tell you it here. They have the Senate house. You know, they says consult all way for the people to the end that they might be well ordered. So they pass laws there, and it says that they give it. The scripture says and that they commit their government to one man every year, which is what they pretty much do now. Every 4 years, they do the elections of the new president, the new prime minister. So let me continue on with this article, because this is nothing but Rome, like we said, coming back. All right. So it says of America looked to it says ancient Rome and present day America share similar systems of government. So we read that. When constructing the new government, the founding fathers of America looked to Rome for inspiration. Why would the founding fathers of America look to Rome for inspiration? Because they are the Romans. They're the Edomites. They're the Romans, which the Romans were Edomites, coming back again. So they look to their forefathers, their ancient kingdom, for inspiration. So it says they looked to Rome for inspiration. They drafted the three branches of government, just like the threefold system of government used by the ancient Romans. Both societies also have similar justice systems that provides a set of rules and procedures that guide the activities of citizens. Moreover, both systems of government had Senate arms that converted policies into laws and discussed pertinent state-related matters. Another interesting feature in both societies are the similarities in cultures. These similarities range from formal education and classroom use, the Roman alphabet as writing. And what did you learn when you grew up in school? Roman numerals. They taught you a little bit about Rome. They taught you a bit about Egypt, well, the Edomite rulership of Egypt. This is what they taught you in these schools. Salakia. You see? Why? But you didn't really learn no true history, but they did teach you a little bit about Rome in school. They basically taught you about Edomite stuff, man. All right, Rome, a little bit about Egypt. They taught you about World War II a little bit, which we know is the public fool system, but it's the same. It's basically Rome back again, man. All right. So it says education and classroom, use of the Roman alphabets, Roman numerals as writing systems, libraries as their cultural gathering places, communications by letters, newspapers, signposts in centers of towns, mail system to freedom of worship and affiliation. Both societies also absorb diverse cultures from far and wide. What does America have? The Bible calls America the melting pot. It has every nation under the sun there, primarily the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, all right, which are in captivity there. But it has every other nation, East Indians, Chinese, they're all in America. A melting pot, that's why it said here. And so it was the same with Rome. Both societies also absorb diverse cultures from far and wide. And how did Rome and America absorb all these cultures? By destroying those people's native lands. Why is there so many Vietnamese people in America? Because America went to war with Vietnam, conquered them and subdued them. So Vietnam's under, the immigrants go to the country of their conquerors. Why is there so many, I don't know, what other nations is there? There's loads, man. There's every nation under the sun is there in America. It's the same as Rome. Why is there people from African descent coming to America? Because if you go into some of the history, pretty much, when I say African, I'm talking about the actual land of Ham. There's people from the land of Ham in there in Africa, Ethiopians, Eritreans. But if you go into some of the history, America has basically subjugated those lands also by way of sanctions, by way of this and that. So those citizens try to do their best to make it to those lands to live, basically. So it says here, both societies also absorbed diverse cultures from far and wide, exactly from people that they had conquered. Now, let me read this here. This is Revelation, and this is part of Rome too, because what was Rome really known for? Rome was a kingdom of war, All right. All right. And yeah, so let me read this here. Salakia, Revelation 6 and 4. Yeah, Rome was a kingdom of war. What's America? A kingdom of war. That's how they've absorbed all these people. You know, even Rome enslaved who? Rome enslaved so-called Negroes. Who do you think were the gladiators and the slaves in Rome? It was the so-called Negroes. Who's been the slaves and gladiators in America? So-called Negroes. The same spirits, man. Revelation 6, even the boxer Deontay Wilder, Sluck if I'm all over the place here, but Deontay Wilder, he went to Rome to like during the time when, you know, like maybe 4 or 5 years ago, he actually went to Rome and the Italians were showing him around and stuff, and they took him to the Colosseum, and there was a statue of a boxer, and even Deontay Wilder, he said, and the statue looked just like Deontay Wilder, man, and Deontay Wilder, he said he feels like he's been here before. I think he said his feet touching the ground. He was like he was in the Colosseum, and he said, man, he said something's making me feel like I've been here before. Because in his spirit, you know, he was one of those gladiators back in ancient Rome, back again today. So this Revelation 6 and 4. And they went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon. This is talking about Esau, the so-called white man, right? The red horse. It says, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. This is that Roman Empire, man. That great sword given unto the one that sat on. It says, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given unto him that sat on it. And who's sitting on the horse? Pretty much Esau, man, the so-called white man. He's basically the head of this system, this Roman system. It says power was given unto him, all right, to take peace from the earth. And they've taken peace from the earth by way of what? War. What does the scriptures say about America? The governments of America. It tells you this in Revelation. It said that, you know, they spake peace. They spake like a lamb, but they were basically like a dragon, basically. Let me read it. Let me read that. So, but this is the point. It says to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. And that great sword is the weapons that the so-called white man has to conquer the earth. That's why every nation under the sun is in America. Because why? You go into their history of the different nations in America, the melting pot of people that are in America, go into that history. Why are they there? Because America has subdued and destroyed their lands through war. Why do you think all those Venezuelans and Nicaraguans and Central Americans are coming, and South Central Americans are coming to America? Because the American government has destroyed their way of life in their own lands. So where are they going? They're going to the land that has conquered them for a better life. That's how it always goes. You immigrate to the lands where your people have, you know, basically the land that conquered your people. You go to their cities to work. This is how it's always been, showing you what, that it's nothing but Rome back again. So let me read this one here, because I thought, you know, the scripture came to my mind. It says, they spake as a lamb. Okay, this is Revelation 13 and 11. Yeah, I'll read that here. Revelation 13, okay, 13 and 11. So it says, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. All right. The beast is basically what? It's America, following after what? Following after the first leg of the Roman Empire. But it says, and I beheld another beast coming out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb. All right. 2 horns like a lamb is talking about their political parties, Republicans and Democrats. What do they have in America? Labor and Tories. And one is for the poor and one is for the rich. But they both work for the same entities. They both work for the international bankers. They do the bidding of the elites. You know, but it says here, they spake as 2 horns, which is their political parties in America. They spake as a lamb. So they speak smooth words. We're going to help the public. We love the people. We're going to make the living standards better for everyone. All these lies that they've told all these years. And then it says, and he spake as a dragon. Why does it say he spake as a dragon? Because what's the power of this system really? Their war, their dragons, their teeth, their weapons. That's the power of America. That's the power of Great Britain. If you don't listen to us, we're gonna destroy your countries. You know, even the what's happening now in societies, even the regular people are realizing it's just a big trick bag. Even that your vote don't matter. Nothing matters out here, because if you don't listen to them, even their own citizens, they'll kill their own citizens. This is what it's coming to. And it says, and he exercised of all the power of the first beast before him. What was the first beast? The first leg of the Roman Empire before him. And causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. All right? Yeah, the first beast whose deadly wound was healed is what? This system that came back into power. The new world, America, the so-called white man getting back into power, and creating the Rome 2.0, which is basically followed after the first leg of the Roman Empire. So if my words ain't the best, but basically their system is this is the first leg of the Roman Empire. This is the second leg of the Roman Empire following after the first leg of the Roman Empire. They're back again, the same structure, the same system, the same political parties. And guess what? The same people in rulership, like presidents, and they were back there. They were the Caesars back there too. It's luckier. The same people in slavery, which is so-called Negroes, guess what? You're back again in reincarnation, suffering slavery in America, because America is Rome, all right? So let me read this here, and I showed those. You can type that in football arenas and stuff like that, which is the football arenas and soccer stadiums are coliseums back again, all right? She says, nevertheless, it says. So lucky. So it said, okay, where was I? Where was we? It says, gathering libraries and gathering pen mail system says, okay, it says, and affiliations, both societies also absorb diverse cultures from far and wide. Nonetheless, in recent times, the modern day America society has also become more liberal, like the Romans were, in terms of sexuality and freedom of choice. What's America promote? Feminism. Women do what you want. Men can do what they want. You can, men can lay with men. Women can lay with women. Bestiality. There's laws passed for these things to be allowed. The same things happen in Rome. Really, one of the downfalls of the Roman Empire, the first leg of the Roman Empire, was towards the end of it. It basically became the sexual immorality was at its lowest point, and I believe one of the last Edomite Caesars was trying to bring back like a society of, some type of worship without all the debauchery, to bring Rome back to what it once was. Because of course, at the beginning of the first leg of the Roman Empire, the immorality was there, but it wasn't as freely loose as it was towards the end of it. Look at America. America wasn't what it once was. America 50, 60 years ago, 100 years ago, is not what it was today. The immorality, weren't as open as it is today. Like Esau's always been, into the freak stuff, but it wasn't as openly allowed as it is today. Now it's publicized. Now it's fully protected. It's out in the open. So the morality of the people is low in the world, starting with America. And the same thing happened in Rome. That's why it says American society has also became more liberal, like the Romans were, in terms of sexuality and freedom of choice. Finally, both societies have similarities in style and organization of infrastructure, the colosseums, the stadiums. All right. The Romans built thousands of miles of road networks such that all roads led to Rome. And same thing in America. What's America built on? The highways, man. You have to drive everywhere, right? The Romans built thousands of miles of road networks that all roads led to Rome. Other facilities included tunnels to transport water, diverge rivers, open mountains to roads, and even underwater tunnels, bridges through the use of arches, water systems with pipes supplying citizens and draining the used water, and massive buildings like stadia, colosseums for entertainment. Similar, albeit more advanced and modern infrastructures have permeated the nook and crannies of America, reflecting the similarities in infrastructure and in infrastructural ideas. Conclusion. The similarities that today's American society share with ancient Rome are enormous. However, this short article only highlights similarities in government, culture, and infrastructure. These glaring similarities could only have evolved because of the fact that America's founding fathers were inspired by the ancient Roman Republic. All right? Because why? They are the Romans back again. This is it. This is what it is. America is Rome. America, Babylon the Great, is Rome 2.0. All right? So let me read this here. This is Revelation 13 of, not 13 of, yes, 13 and 3. It says, and I saw one of the heads as it were wounded to death. And he's dead. Yeah, what was the head that was wounded to death? The first leg of the Roman Empire. How was the first leg of the Roman Empire wounded? Because for 1,000 years, when the pagan Rome fell, the Israelites, so-called Negroes, or the people they had in slavery, which are the so-called Negroes, took the power back of the so-called white man. Esau had the chain on him. That's Revelation 20. They were put in slavery. So the first leg of the Roman, it says, and I saw one of the heads as it were wounded to death. It was wounded, meaning they were taken down. And his deadly wound was healed. And all the world wondered after the beast. And the deadly wound was healed. How? Because they came back in the future, the Renaissance period, the new world, the conquest of the new world. They came back into power. This is the Esau getting the power of the earth. And who did he take down? Us, so-called Negroes throughout Europe. Then took the natives down in the Americas, so on and so forth. This was the Rome 2.0 coming back, which now we're at the end, we're nearly towards the end of it, where they're going to go down again. So his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast. And they worshipped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. All right, and they worshipped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. And what's that? They worshipped basically the first leg of the Roman Empire, which gave power unto the beast, which is what America today, basically. Because they model their system off of the first leg of the Roman Empire, all right? And they worship the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast, who is able to make war with him? And isn't that what they say today? Who can make war with America? Who can bring us down? This is the same spirit that the ancient Romans had. Because Rome was so vast, they conquered so many lands, they had everyone in subjugation, everyone was paying taxes onto the Caesars. So they had that same spirit. Who's going to conquer Rome? Well, guess what? Who's going to make war with this society, or the so-called white man's Babylon the Great, America? Yahweh Shai and the angels. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and the angels. But before Yahweh Shai and the angels dismantle America by destroying it, the thermonuclear missiles, prophecies have to come to pass. And also the Lord sent out his prophets to condemn Babylon, to condemn this system, basically, America and all of the Edomite societies, to condemn them before they're brought down. So the Rome 2.0 will be brought down by the Heavenly Father's Son. And it's fitting because when Yahweh Shai, I'm going to end it on this, Salakia, when Yahweh Shai was being crucified, we know the too wicked of our people was helping to oppress him and everything, with the Romans. But what nation of people was the primary people in power? The Romans, the so-called white people. They were the ones that, helped. They were really oppressing our people at that time. But they pushed for Yahweh Shai to be crucified. They were aiding it also. They gave the go-ahead, man. So guess what? When Yahweh Shai returns in this second leg of their empire, he's totally going to bring them down, man. All right? So, with that, I'm going to say all praises unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the hopeful elect Akim that teaching his word. Shalom Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham Rucha Kodash. Shalom, shalom.